birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new
Welcome everybody here on another great Tuesday night. We got the Veterans for Life Foundation Late Model Stock Series. Jamie, we're here at Five Flags. I mean, I know this holds a special place in your heart. And then a few weeks ago, we talked to Tanner Bethea, and he called his shot. So I don't know, Jamie, what are we thinking here tonight?
Yeah, I mean he's won everywhere else. He's sitting on the pole right now for tonight. I mean it's probably gonna be Tanner. Uh, maybe somebody else slip up here and surprise us, but if I'm gonna put money on, I'm putting money on Tanner in that 11. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and I tell you, the driver number 11's had a phenomenal season. I mean, the season consisted of 12 races, this being the 12th here tonight. He's already won 8 times this season. I mean, just insane what that young man's been able to do behind the wheel of that car, no matter what track we've gone to. And we've gone to quite a few different ones. We've been as small as the LA Coliseum, last week, and then we were at the Milwaukee Mile. So whether there's been banking, small, short, it doesn't matter. Driver number 11's been able to get it done everywhere. And I know he checked this one off on the list to come here, close out this season, and win. And we can already say it, Jamie. I mean, he is 60 points above the second place car of Cameron Mason. I mean, he is going to be a champion tonight.
Yeah, for sure. There's not enough points out here for him to lose to make a difference. But I mean, great effort by Cameron Mason to probably finish second in points tonight. So nothing to shake your head about there. It's been a great season for Tanner. I'm pretty sure that the 4 races he didn't win, he must have been asleep and missed them or something. I really don't remember him not winning. So surprised to hear there was 4 that he didn't win.
I was sitting here racking my brain too, Jamie. I'm like, okay, what for? I know Cameron Mason notched himself a win. Ended up being like a strategy type thing, but got himself a win. Now the other 3, yeah, I'm kind of with you, Jamie. I can't quite recall because yeah, it just seems like we're always talking to Tanner, and he's sitting in victory lane.
Yeah, I mean, the only race I can remember him not winning was the race that Doug Ellingson had the field covered by 9 seconds and just could not stand the success and got wrecked in turn 3 and 4 and could not get going again. And that may have been the one that Cameron won. I can't remember, but anyways.
Yeah, I can't quite remember that one either, Jamie. I mean, it definitely could have been, but I don't know. Throughout the night here tonight, we're gonna have 100 laps here tonight here at Five Flag Speedway, a little half-mile track. Very famous in the stock car world, especially late model stocks and super late models and things like that. Just a couple weeks ago, had the Snowball Derby down here, which Ty Majeski won. So I know these guys have been looking forward to, and there's no better place. I think anytime we've had any type of a super late model league within Goat Locker, we always come to Five Flags to close out the season. And looking forward to doing it again here tonight. But let's get tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, we're actually going to let this young man start on the pole tonight. Last race of the season, let him stay up front. Tanner Bethea with a lap time of 16.488. To his outside, Jacob Ellingson, Goat Locker Racing Zone, that number 27 machine, going to roll off second. Starting third is Clint Walker in that 02 machine. Wesley Lynch is going to roll off fourth in that number 33. And then Chance Taylor in that number 14 going to roll off fifth, Jamie.
All right, 00 John Anthony is going to start on the outside in the 6th position. And Bobby Germain looked really strong in practice. Didn't quite back up his practice time, but he's going to roll off 7th in the number 13 car. And then Doug Ellingson is going to roll off 8 in the 58 Army car. Patrick Dixon is going to start 9th in the number 2. And then Cameron Mason in 86, he's going to roll off 10th. And Jamie Perkins is going to be the back of the field to start here tonight in the 88 Veterans for Life Foundation car.
As we come around, lights are off the pace car. Hanks that hard left. We're getting ready to get underway. Green flag is out here at Five Flag Speedway. And we're off and racing. And it looks like Clint Walker got himself a heck of a start. Thought about trying to get a nose under Tanner Bethea. Backed out of a little bit. Tanner gets really loose coming out of 2. So a little excitement here. And it looks like Jake Ellingson is trying to hold on to that outside line right now.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 flags until you get some heat in these tires can be absolute terror. Once they heat up, it's a really easy track to drive, but you got to definitely be careful. And when Tanner almost got bit there in the early going.
Jake Ellingson now made the move underneath Clint Walker to regain that 2nd position. And I know Jake Ellingson's kind of come out here tonight and wants to win this race. So I think we're gonna see Jake Ellingson and Tanner Bethea up front all night long. Clint Walker holding on to that 3rd position right now. It looks like Chance Taylor in that number 14 machine holding on to 4th. And then right now your top 5 is running in 5th position is Wesley Lynch. Really right now kind of running nose to tail. No one really getting away from each other. Jake Ellingson is closing up slowly but surely on the back of Tanner Bethea.
Yeah, and 5 laps in, we've already seen more racing than we saw all of last week. So good job, fellas.
It was a tough one last week, Jamie. That's for sure.
It was. I mean, they were right up against the cutoff time for me to go to bed last week. So I don't think we're going to get there tonight. I think we're going to run this thing. Probably going to have a couple cautions, but I think for the most part, we're going to get a lot of green flag racing.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now we're looking at the back of Tanner Bethea's car at the number 27 machine of Jake Ellingson, who apparently is driving a Cadillac tonight. I tell you, the stuff you can find on Trading Paints, Jamie.
Yeah, for sure. I do like that scheme on the O2. The matte black with the chrome numbers, that's pretty slick.
Yeah, Clint Walker out here tonight had himself a really good season as well. Couple shots to win. Always a blast to talk to as well, but came out here tonight a really cool looking paint scheme. Running in that podium position right now. We'll kind of go back through the field here. Again, Chance Taylor running in your 4th position. Wesley Lynch back in 5th. And there's old Bobby Germain in that number 42 machine running in 6th position, up 1 spot from where he had started. John Anthony in that 00 running back at 7th. Doug Ellingson in that 58 running in 8th. And there's your 2nd place points man The number 86, Cameron Mason, with a lot of work ahead of him right now, as he is only him and Bobby Germain are only separated by 5 points for who's going to finish second here to Tanner Bethea. Jamie Perkins running in 10th right now, and then right now running shotgun on the field is Pat Dixon. Definitely got some left front damage, so he is either tagged the wall or something, but off the pace and a little damaged is the number 2 machine of Pat Dixon.
Yeah, I did not realize the points were that close for second place, so I probably shouldn't have said that Cameron Mason was gonna, lock down second place here tonight. So don't want to sell Bobby Germain short. He definitely can make up that ground and take second place away from him. So we'll see how it shakes out.
The racing up front's kind of stayed pretty close here. Jake Ellingson only a couple car lengths back at Tanner Bethea as they continue to lap around here. We're working lap number 15 of our scheduled 100 here tonight from Five Flag Speedway. Appreciate everybody that has tuned in to watch the final race of the season, which has been a great season. We've definitely had some tough races, but we've talked about it over the past few weeks, Jamie. We've watched a lot of these drivers advance, get better, learn their racecraft a little bit more, and yeah, we've just really had some really good racing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've definitely had more good races than bad. The bad races, I think, were at tracks that we probably should have expected it to be bad, and if we had to do it all over again, maybe we don't put those tracks on the schedule. But for the most part, these guys have done a really good job. We've seen a lot of improvement. Again, I'm gonna shout out to 13 to Bobby Germain. I would say he's probably the most improved driver over the course of this season. A couple weeks ago we saw him with a shot to win, somehow ran out of gas, but definitely a whole different driver than what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, it has been a lot of fun cataloging his season and the things he's been able to put together. I know we were all rooting for him until that thing kind of sputtered on him to win a few weeks back. But we've kind of cataloged a few different drivers here in this series. Obviously, Tanner Bethea showed up with a lot of talent and a lot of raw speed, and has been able to get it done week in and week out. But we look at some of these other drivers like a Clint Walker. Clint Walker's definitely had his fair share of run-ins, but here late in the season's been able to get that 0-2 machine on the podium, and we've had the opportunity to talk to him and learn a little bit more about him and his racing background and all that stuff. So a lot of really cool stories here in this series. But now I'm on a mission, Jamie.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What's the mission?
I'm going to figure out who won where.
Okay.
Aha, so it was Cameron Mason won at Hickory back on September 27th. And that was that race that Doug Ellingson got hit by the lap car when he was leading by 9 seconds. And as we called it, one of the wildest finishes we'd ever seen. And then Matt Knights. Nope, the other way around. Brandon Barron won back on September 13th at South Boston Speedway. That's really two.
And I don't think we've seen him since. I think he won a race and then just said peace out.
I mean, maybe that is the way that it went. I'm not real sure.
I'm going to tell you right now, speaking of somebody on a mission, we are 25 laps into this race now, and Jamie Perkins still has all 4 corners on his race car.
No, that's not possible.
It is, and he's all over Cameron Mason fighting for getting that top 10.
When I talked to Jamie Perkins a couple weeks ago about this race and where we were going to finish up, he felt pretty confident about Five Flags Speedway and being able to make good laps around here, and I guess he's showing it right now. He has closed in on the back bumper of Cameron Mason, who continues to kind of struggle here tonight. Both these cars, 12 and a half seconds back of the leader. Jake Ellingson right now is also fallen with 1 point, almost 4 seconds back of Tanner Bethea, As Tanner Bethea right now is starting to stretch his legs.
Yeah, Tanner's on a whole different level.
Well, the man did call his shot, so.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, he's probably put in a ton of laps because he was going to back that up. Really surprised to see his brother is not here tonight. I figured both of them would be here. So, Will, if you're listening, sorry you're not here.
Yeah. Always had a lot of fun to have both of them out on track, but we see Pat Dixon be the first car to go one lap down here tonight as Tanner Bethea continues to lead out front. His lead has grown to 1.7 seconds. And I tell you, I was watching him in practice. We typically watch quite a few different people, but you could definitely tell he has got this track figured out. He is extremely smooth on every part of the corner, entry, mid-corner, and exit. I mean, he hits his marks almost every single lap.
Mm-hmm. Definitely looking good. Watching that steering wheel, not a whole lot of movement there. Nice and smooth, like you said.
Now he's come back. He's come up to Cameron Mason right now. Gonna put Cameron Mason and the number 86 machine a lap down. Ooh, little contact there as Cameron Mason trying to give room. Got into the outside wall and kind of bounced off each other, but no harm, no foul as they continue to go. And that lead continues to grow and grow for Tanner Bethea, now 2.4 seconds ahead of Jake Ellingson. As we are now on lap number 35 of our scheduled 100 here tonight. I think last week, Jamie, at this point in time, we were on like lap 3.
You are right. That's only a quarter-mile track.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough one. It was definitely a tough one. As now we see Tanner Bethea come up on the back of Jamie Perkins. I don't think he's going to waste a whole lot of time with him. Oh, Tanner Bethea kind of gets into him a little bit. And you can hear Jamie Perkins roll out of the throttle there to let him go. And Tanner Bethea now has put 3 cars in our 11-car field a lap down here tonight.
Yeah, I think Tanner was catching Jamie so fast that he wasn't really sure where to go to get out of his way. And I know Cameron kind of put the bumper to him there a little bit, which he probably didn't mean to, but Jamie finally was able to do the smart thing and just get out of the gas and let Tanner go.
I tell you what, Jamie, I think the number 27 machine has used his equipment up because he has fallen well back now, and he's fallen all the way back to Clint Walker. So in jeopardy loses that second position right now, as Clint Walker is looking to make that pass for second.
Yeah, Jake fell into the sucker hole here at Five Flags. Tires are so important here. The car will let you do whatever you want it to do, you know, at the beginning of the run, and if you're not taking care of those tires from the beginning, you're going to pay for it, and that's exactly what's happening to Jake.
As now Clint Walker's moved up into second position, moved the 27 back to third. Oh, well, I think we may have spoke too soon. Yeah, there we go. We have the first little piece of bent up metal on the Perkins machine as he has hit the outside wall, and that right front is tore up. And my guess is he got the meatball flag because he's bringing it down to pit road.
I'm gonna tell you, I was surprised he got to lap 40 without tearing something up. So that's a really good run for him. He should be proud of that.
Yeah, for those that don't quite know what the meatball flag is, it's basically you get a black flag saying your car has way too much damage and you need to bring it to pit road. It's a black flag with an orange circle in the middle. That's why we call it the meatball flag. Cameron Mason's brought his car down on pit road as well. Now, Jamie, I can't tell you what the fuel situation is tonight. Do they have to pit? Do they not have to pit? I couldn't tell you, but Cameron Mason's decided to bring that 86 machine down on pit road. Slid through his pit stall there a little bit. He's probably happy that we showed that to everybody.
They should not have to stop for fuel, but some of these guys, I mean, you know, if the tires are gone, this place could be pretty miserable to drive. So they might be figuring, huh, I've got to get through another half of this race here. Let me go get some new tires.
And that very well could be, because we are coming up on halfway very quickly here. As we are now going to work lap number 48 of our scheduled 100 here tonight. Cameron Mason and Jamie Perkins have now gone multiple laps down. Put Jamie Perkins 6 laps to the rear and Cameron Mason 4. And Patrick Dixon getting ready to get lapped by Tanner Bethea one more time here. And I'm not really sure what's going on with Tanner Bethea right now, as he's lost all kinds of time to Clint Walker. And Clint Walker's only 2.3 seconds back right now. He's made up a second and a half on him over the past handful of laps.
Yeah, Tanner has really slowed his pace down. He's in the high 17-second range, and had a very bad turn there in 3 and 4. Don't know if maybe he's overdriven it and now he's paying the price on the tires. We'll have to keep an eye on this.
Yes, his lead is under 2 seconds now, but now it seems like Tanner Bethea has picked the pace back up again. Yeah, not real sure what's going on. It looks like Jamie Perkins has had to bring that machine back to pit road again. Right side of that car still tore up pretty good. So driver number 88 not having a great night tonight here at Five Flags. Patrick Dixon's brought his car down on pit lane as well. A lot of damage to that number 2 machine. We saw as Tanner Bethea was coming by, he was trying to get out of the way and just planted it into the wall. Cameron Mason still is out there lapping around, 4 laps behind. But as we've said, Tanner Bethea continues to lead. That lead is now stabilized at about 1.9 seconds. Clint Walker running back in the 2nd position, having himself an outstanding night. Chance Taylor still holds on to the 3rd position in the number 14 machine. Jake Ellingson running in 4th right now as he continues to fall back through the field. Wesley Lynch all over the back bumper of him now, running in 5th. And there's Bobby Germain running in the 6th position right now. Doug Ellingson's having himself a pretty quiet night and a pretty steady night here tonight, running in 7th. And there's the 00 of John Anthony running back in 8th position right now. 1 lap behind. As the laps continue to tick off here, we are on lap number 57. And yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on there with Tanner, but he's picked it back up.
Yeah, that's very strange because his lap times definitely fell off there for a little bit, and you can't even blame it on lap traffic because he had gotten clear and was still running 17-second plus lap times. But like you said, he's picked it up. He's now opening his lead back a little bit. He's up to 2.2 seconds. So maybe he lost his rhythm. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure he can tell us all about it in the post-race interview. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, John Anthony's brought his machine down onto pit road. Tanner Bethea closing in on Doug Ellingson to put him 1 lap down. Jamie Perkins right behind Tanner Bethea on much fresher tires, so able to keep pace with him at this point in time. You know, Jamie, for the last race of the season, I figured, maybe catch a caution or 2, be able to talk about some things, but they're just not going to give us the opportunity to do that.
Well, they probably felt really bad after last week, and and they figured let's not make them suffer this week. We'll just get this race over with. So very much appreciated, guys. Might give me an opportunity to get some more practice in for tomorrow.
It's true. Big championship race for my hetero life mate Jamie Barkus tomorrow, as he is vying for the Next Gen Cruising Classics Next Gen Championship. He is up against Brandon Evans Steve Tucker and why did I forget that, Jamie?
Koblenz,
Thank
Leroy.
you. Leroy Koblenz. That's right. Going to be a really fun race tomorrow night for the championship, as that is a playoff system, so it is a heads-up race. Which whenever one of those four drivers beats the other, it will be our champion. It is at Phoenix, and I know you've been logging a lot of laps, Jamie.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it makes any difference. I mean, Brandon's going to be. I'm sure he's going to be tough to beat. In fact, I'm so focused on Brandon, I haven't really even thought about the other two. Because, I mean, quite honestly, if I beat Brandon, then I've probably beaten the other two. So, that's been my whole focus. So we'll see how it goes.
Jamie, here we are again. Clint Walker has closed in under a second of Tanner Bethea, and Tanner Bethea looks like that car is just very squirrely on him. And it also looks like you're gonna have to pit tonight. Everybody has pit here tonight except for the top three at this point in time, and I suspect we're gonna see them at some point in time because I wouldn't think that everybody would come down to pit road for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, we're not sure. I thought maybe Tanner a lap or so ago, a couple laps ago, was going to come down pit road, and maybe he missed it. I'm not sure, but he hasn't made an attempt since then. So I really don't know. Unless he's just maybe letting the tires cool off. You know, who knows? Who knows? We can sit here and try to speculate all night. There could be a million reasons why it's happening. It's just very strange that he slows down, allows Clint Walker to make up ground on him, and then he picks his pace back up. So,
oh, Jake Ellingson gets in there a little bit hot. Yeah, he's going to try it again. They are 3 wide coming off the corner. Jake Ellingson able to clear Clint Walker. Bobby Germain looks like he's picked up the pace as well. Both of them trying to get up there and get one of their laps back as they have gone multiple laps down. There goes Jake Ellingson by. Bobby Germain's going to follow him through, put both of those cars 2 laps down now. Clint Walker is on the back of Tanner Bethea now. Clint Walker's going to make the move going into turn number 1 to take control of this race. Clint Walker to the lead, folks.
wow. Well, crossover by Tanner. Can he make it work? Nope.
And that is a rarity that we have not seen too often this season, Jamie. Somebody come take the lead away from Tanner Bethea.
Now, my question is, if they do have to make a pit stop, I'm questioning why Tanner hasn't gone ahead and just made a stop.
Oh, no.
Well, that's why right there, because we're probably going to have a
Anthony.
caution.
Yep.
There it is.
I don't think that's something Clint Walker wanted to see here tonight, folks.
Absolutely not.
As
Absolutely not. 'Cause they're going to go get tires now.
It looks to me like Jamie Perkins and the 00 John Anthony get together. As we'll see John Anthony, just get into the back of Jamie Perkins, turn him around, brings out our first caution here tonight. This is not anything Clint Walker wanted to see. As he
oh my goodness. Clint Walker stays out. I mean, I'm not understanding this. I mean, there's going to be 20 laps to go when they get back to racing here. Tanner on fresh tires is going to eat him up regardless of how far back he may or may not have to start from the front here.
Well, only 3 cars on the lead lap, so
sure. Yeah, so
Tanner is going to start in third. There are going to be some cars that, well, Well, I don't think they're
Well,
going to be any waiver. Well, here comes Clint Walker now. Must have not have known it was open the first time by. So he does bring his car down onto pit road. He'll restart in the third position, giving up the lead, but didn't have to give up too much track position.
it was a costly mistake, though.
Definitely, you definitely want to have control of this race, be able to be the one that leads them back to the green flag. So we're going to have to see here if Clint Walker's got any type of short run speed in this car, because when they get the green flag, it's only going to be about 20 laps. 23 laps to go. Caution laps don't count. I knew that. You knew that, Jamie. You were going to correct me.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. I was looking at 77 laps, and I said 20. I figured it'd be 3 laps by the time they got the pacing done. So I forgot they don't count too.
It looks like these guys are unlapping themselves right now. Jake Ellingson back on the lead lap, and a couple of other guys coming through to get back on the lead lap. So pretty cool for them to do that here this evening, getting the championships locked up. So to get out here and just have some fun and go race. So these guys that were trapped multiple laps down, able to get their laps back. It looks like they will bring their. Nope. I thought they were going to come down pit road. Cameron Mason trying to get his car around everybody so he can get a couple of his laps back.
Check that. Not one to go yet.
It looks like
So
they.
they're going to extend caution here, try to get everybody, as many people as they can, back on the lead lap here.
Yeah, and that's the right call to make here tonight. All these guys have been out here almost all season long, and let them get their laps back. Let them race for position.
Not going. What are they doing?
As they've called it off again, continuing to allow these guys to get caught up. But hey, Jamie, I sat there and talked about they're not going to give us a caution so we could talk about some stuff. If we're not talking about stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Bush League, right? Bush League. I think somebody put that in the in the comments.
That was Chase. Not sure why our admin's saying Bush League, but whatever.
Somebody should have raised him better.
I know.
But I tell you, Jamie, we've had a lot of fun this season. It was our first season, back in the broadcast booth, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I know you have. I know both of us were looking forward to being able to do this. It had been a little while. Obviously, we'd gotten burnt out on it from a few seasons ago, but to be back in the booth this season, it's been a lot of fun, Jamie.
It has, and now to add to more confusion, though, Tanner Bethea has now come back down pit road.
I'm just going to let them sort out what's happening right now, and we can just we'll figure it out when they all get back going here again.
Wow. Well, all right. So we got any GLR stuff to talk about? Guess we could tell everybody to go check GuideStar on Monday at, what'd you say, 3 p.m. Eastern?
That's true. So, one of the things we've been working on very hard, and we've talked about it a few different times, is, Go Locker Racing, it is a 501c3 public charity. So anytime anybody makes a donation to us, it is completely tax-free. All donations go right back into helping veterans and first responders, helping us administer this league and keep absolutely everything free for everybody. Tanner Bethea is going to get one hell of a trophy mailed to him at the end of the season as well. And we enjoy doing that. But as a nonprofit, we want to reach more and more donors, and we want more and more people to be able to go find us. So one of the biggest places that people go research nonprofit organizations is a place called GuideStar. And GuideStar will give you ratings and things along those lines too. You'll be able to go there and check out all the public records on a 501c3 public charity. Things like their end of the year financial reports and all those things, which Jamie Barkus will be preparing this year. Pause for effect. All right. But yeah, as we continue to build, as we continue to grow, we hit these little milestones, and we always take the opportunity to kind of celebrate them. But we did. We got the email back today from GuideStar saying that officially Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will be able to find Goat Locker Racing on GuideStar. Anybody will be able to see it, and the green flag is out, and that was the weirdest looking. Yeah, okay, I think they probably threw that caution to get a legitimate restart.
Yeah, I'm not sure after all the extended
Yep.
yellows why we couldn't get lined up, but
But they have thrown a caution to get everybody lined up properly to get a proper restart here. So let them get all stacked back up. But yeah, another. I don't know. For me, for us, it was another big step moving forward as we continue to grow and get bigger. And it's kind of cool hitting these little milestones like we have, Jamie.
yeah, I mean, I was thrilled to death when we showed up on Instagram as a nonprofit. So,
Yeah.
you know, now we're in this, you know, the GuideStar thing. So, you know, just coming each day a little bit more legitimate in what we're doing, and so it always feels good when we get those things.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we continue to kind of hint about and all these other types of things because we did not want and we will not make any, you know, announcements until after the truck champion is crowned Thursday night, and then we will be able to talk a lot more about next season and when, you know, and what's going to be happening. But a lot of really cool things, and it couldn't happen without, you know, the support of everybody, the support of some very generous donors as well, to make all this stuff happen, which is going to be cool. And then we're going to get everything put together on the website so people will be able to go there, be able to get your Goat Locker Racing apparel. Just the other day, I ordered 50 T-shirts. Those will be coming in, and they will be available to purchase for $25 a piece. And when you do make your purchase, again, all that money goes right back into Goat Locker Racing. And you get a couple other cool things in the package as well when we send those things out. We did get another run of hats in as well. Those go for $30 a piece. And again, we'll throw some cool little other stuff in the package when you do that. So, but all those stuff, we'll start setting all that stuff up. Being able to allow people to head on out and get you some Goat Locker Racing swag in the off season, so you're all geared up, ready to go when it kicks off. You know, the week of January 15th.
Yeah, I got decals in yesterday, so I got a handful of decals. If somebody would ever come home, they could probably get themselves a couple decals. So, just saying.
But it looks like we got everybody stacked up, ready to go, and it looks like the Clint Locker is going to lead him back to green. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Clint Locker with a really good start there. Wesley Lynch is going to roll, you know, move up into the second position. The fight for third position is on. Is Jake Ellingson has gotten underneath Cameron Mason. He is going to bring Tanner Bethea along with him. Now Bobby Germain points the nose of the 42 underneath the 86. Jake Ellingson is not wasting any time right now as he has gone by the 33 of Wesley Lynch. But he's got Tanner Bethea right on his bumper, as those two cars are rocketing towards the front right now.
And we saw Jake be able to stay on Tanner's bumper for, you know, quite a few laps at the beginning of the race. So is Jake gonna hold Tanner up enough for Clint to kind of get away as we click laps off here and not give Tanner an opportunity to catch him?
Yes, Clint Walker is out by about a second right now. Jake Ellingson and Tanner Bethea are battling it out for the second position. Wesley Lynch has kind of been able to stay right there, but this battle for second position as Tanner Bethea gets into him a little bit. It's nice enough to straighten him out. Is Jake Ellingson still in the grass? It looks like Jake Ellingson's just going to park it.
Yeah. Jake's probably not happy, but Tanner was there. And you know, Tanner not trying to waste any time to get after Clint Walker here, but Tanner was definitely there in the inside position, and Jake kind of came down across his nose.
Yeah, as the gap right now is about 1.2 seconds in between Clint Walker and Tanner Bethea. So right now, Clint Walker's just got to run qualifying laps. He's got to try to keep that gap as large as possible here. Even though we kind of saw, I mean, it was a very long run that Clint Walker had the better car in that very long run, but this is a little short sprint here. And we know how fast that number 11 is.
He's got 13 laps to get it done.
The gap is kind of remaining consistent right now. Tanner Bethea closing in ever so slightly. He's got it down to about a second right now.
Yeah, he's only making up about 0.05 of a tenth. You know, half a tenth a lap. So he doesn't have enough laps to do it at that rate. He's going to have to make bigger chunks out of that.
Clint Walker just needs to look out the windshield, hit his marks, and be clean getting around here. And if he can do that, he can hold on to this.
Oh, absolutely. Because, you know, I mean, he's fast enough that Tanner's not just going to be able to just blow by him. So Tanner's going to have to set up a pass, which is probably going to take a couple laps to make that happen. You're talking 10 laps to go, and he's got a 1 second lead. Just keep doing what you're doing, and then make that car as wide as possible when he gets there.
Yeah, it looks like Pat Dixon's going to get out of the way of the leaders here, which is exactly what Clint Walker wanted to see, because he did not want to have to mess with anybody. Tanner Bethea giving it all he can right now, but laps are clicking off here. We have 9 laps left to go here tonight. Right now, Wesley Lynch holding on to that final podium position back there in third, but Bobby Germain is on his rear bumper. Cameron Mason right now running back in 5th position, which if this is the way they're going to shake out here tonight, then Cameron Mason would hold on to that 2nd position. But we'll head back up front here and take a look at Clint Walker. Tanner Bethea is within about 7 tenths, but again, at this rate, he's going to have to click off a 10th a lap. And that's really, you know, that last lap, he was able to get him by a couple tenths. So we're going to have to see here as these laps continue to wind down. That time by Tanner Bethea about a 1/10.5 faster. So he's coming, and he's really coming in a hurry right now.
It's going to be a battle.
Yes, I think Clint Walker's kind of used up his car a little bit, and Tanner Bethea have been able to be smooth and steady. But he is there, folks. Four laps left to go. Oh, and Tanner Bethea kind of gives him a little bump there mid-corner. Really not sure that, yeah, Clint Walker can do a whole lot of. Clint Walker coming down to pit road for some reason. Tanner Bethea is going to take over the lead of this race pretty handedly. Bobby Germain right now running in 2nd position. Cameron Mason in 3rd. Wesley Lynch has had to bring it down on pit road as well. And Clint Walker slowly coasted to his pits. So I don't know if he ran out of fuel or what happened there.
Oh my goodness.
The minute that Tanner Bethea had passed him, he brought that thing down on pit road. White flag is out here at Five Flags Speedway. Tanner Bethea, the number 11 machine. Looks like he's going to bring home his 9th win of the season along with the championship here. Coming out of turn.
Tells me that auto fuel bit a couple people.
Yeah, coming out of turn 4, Tanner Bethea wins here tonight in the season finale, the Veterans for Life Late Model Stock Series. Congratulations. Bobby Germain brings that number 42 machine home in 2nd position. And Cameron Mason is going to get another podium here and lock up the second position. So you're 1, 2, 3 on the points finish, 1, 2, 3 in the final race.
Very nice.
I tell you, Jamie, it's been a little strange a couple of these races with these fuel issues.
It is. I mean, we just had all those pit stops that were happening. I mean, the only thing I could think is people relied on that auto fuel, and that thing is bitten more people since they've put that in.
Yeah, I don't mess with
It's
that thing.
kind of crazy. Yeah. I will use it, but I always set it when it says give yourself an extra lap. I always make it like 1.6 or something so that I got it a little bit extra.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely just can't leave it at the normal setting. It's going to bite you. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen a couple of different times, with Bobby Jermaine, a couple weeks back, and it looked like here tonight, Clint Walker just ran out of fuel. That's one of those strange circumstances that you don't think, because, yeah, we just witnessed a whole lot of pit stops happening, that was even in the realm of possibility.
Right.
But apparently it was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
But as we close some things out here, waiting for a couple guys to come up into the waiting room. Cameron Mason sitting in there right now with a very strong night. They better want to talk to us now. There's Tanner Bethea. I guarantee he wanted to talk to us tonight.
We can grab Cameron while we're waiting on Bobby. I mean, because Cameron was third.
That's true. I suppose I could do that for you. Hey, Cameron, it's Pat and Jamie up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I mean, you kind of had an up and down night here tonight. I mean, we watched you come, kind of come from the back. It looked at the beginning of the race that you just really didn't quite have the speed here tonight.
Oh, I smacked the wall like 10 laps in, and I basically just posted it through the corner because it was pushing really bad. And when I pitted, I actually had the what do they call it, the meatball black flag.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I pitted, I got that black flag. So it was just slowly tearing, like breaking apart, I guess. And it lasts what? I pit lap like 35, 40-ish. So, but I'm definitely surprised where I finished considering some people ran out of gas.
Yeah, Cameron, congratulations on another podium finish, and I believe you wrapped up second place in the point standing. So, congrats on that too. Talk to us about the fuel issue. I mean, we were kind of surprised. It looks like a couple guys ran out of fuel there with 3 laps to go.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the race, I checked to see how far we could make it, and it said we could make it like 92 laps. So as long as if somebody unclicked that box, they were definitely going to run out. I noticed that at the beginning, so I just left it alone. So as soon as I got pit stop, I got fuel.
Yeah, it just seemed, a couple of different races, and me and Jamie were talking about this. The fuel's definitely come into play here a little bit. But again, it's kind of a part of the learning curve and understanding fuel strategy and those types of things. But man, you've had an outstanding season. One that you're going to finish runner-up in the points, which is nothing to hang your your head about. I mean, great season. You were able to win at Hickory earlier this year, so kind of talk us about your season and the ups and downs of it, and and yeah, talk us through your season.
Well, to be honest, I did not expect to be second. I knew where I was in the standings coming in tonight, and I just basically told myself I can't let Bobby Jermaine get, what was it, 6 positions on me basically. And throughout the year, I saw steady improvement. My consistency got a lot better. It's the first season that I've done competitively, and it's before I started this. I didn't own the late model stock. If I did, I never raced it. So it's been a lot of ups and downs.
Cameron, man. It's been fun watching you progress this season. You definitely have improved. You even got a win this season, so that's I mean phenomenal. And like you just said, this is your first competitive season, and you already picked up a win. Some guys race for a lot long time and don't ever get that win. So good job. Anybody you'd like to thank? Shout out sponsors.
Yes, RCF Fabrication and Powder Coating and Mason Fence.
Well, Cameron, congratulations on a very solid season. Definitely love having you around. Definitely going to see you back on track here with Go Locker Racing. Hopefully, in a couple series coming up, man. But get out there and celebrate this podium finish and a great season.
All right, thank you guys.
Well, as we can tell, me and you, Jamie, can tell, Bobby Germain is having some mic issues, not able to make it to the broadcast booth. I know how much everybody enjoys when I, do the interviews for people. So, Bobby Germain is patting Jamie up in the broadcast booth. Got a copy? I sure do, buddy. Woo! That's how he sounds in my head, at least. Well, Bobby, you had a great race here tonight. Great season. You almost won a couple races at a couple points and times. I mean, kind of talk us through tonight. I mean, you came home in second position. What made the difference here tonight? Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. Bud Light. I love it. I drank about 6 cans of it, got behind the wheel of this number 42 machine, and went fast. Bobby, are you drunk? Maybe. Oh, all right, man. Well, I don't want to keep you too much. I don't need you throwing up or any of those types of things, man. But been a lot of fun watching you this season. Woo! Bobby, let me finish my sentence. Been a lot of fun this season, man. A lot of stop laughing, Jamie. Been a lot of fun. You're gonna make me laugh. And to watch you progress and the things you do, Jamie called you the most improved driver. Woo! I won something. Yeah, you're the most improved driver. We'll send you a medal or something like that. Woo! That's the only medal I've ever gotten. Woo-wee! Merry Christmas from me. Thank you, baby Santa. Okay, Bobby, we're gonna have to kick you out of here, buddy. But great job, and we'll see you back on track here with Go Locker Racing. All right, everybody, Bobby Germain. I don't know if that's how he sounds. I don't even know if he drinks Bud Light. Who knows?
Oh my god. I can't breathe.
You gotta have some fun around here. And this is why people tune in, right?
I guess all 5 of them.
Hey, it's better than nobody.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and grab Tanner Bethea here, win number 9 on the season and this year's champion. I'll let him talk for himself. Hey, Tanner, it's Pat and Jamie up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you called your shot a few weeks ago. You came out here and you brought home the win in that number 11 machine. So, 1, congratulations on that. But 2, I mean, you definitely were very fast and very strong. But at one point in time, we saw Clint Walker catch all the way up to you from almost 4 seconds back, man. So, take us through what was happening at that point in time and what was going on with your car, because it looked like you were struggling with it.
Well, most of it was just tires, but I couldn't figure out the button to see how much gas I had. So I was messing with that. I was driving my knee for about 2, 3 laps. So that's why I was washing way up the track. But most of it was just tires. I lost my rhythm when my tires got out, and I feel like I could have stayed there with him for a little while, but my tires just weren't there. My spotters said that my right front tire was wearing out, so that's pretty much it.
Well, Tanner, you want to race another race this season. You want to race at your favorite track, Five Flags. You want a points championship tonight. You don't sound very excited, so I'm gonna need you to pick up the enthusiasm a little bit. But the $1,000,000 question right now is, where's your brother?
I have no clue. He came home and said his internet wasn't working, so he said he hated it, he missed it.
Wow.
But I think he's playing basketball right now.
All right. Well, I really expected to see him out here tonight. I figured the 2 of you would be going at it here at Five Flags, but yeah. So I mean, congratulations on everything, and well, yeah. I don't know, Pat. You got anything else for him?
Well, I mean, we've talked to Tanner quite a lot this season, and I know that you're working on a couple different things. And so, as you look forward to the next seasons, and where you want to be and what cars you want to be in, obviously advancing up and through, What types of things are you looking at towards the future?
Like what different cars to run?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really most interested in the trucks. Trucks is about the funnest thing I think in the game. They're just I don't know. The trucks always clicked with me. I love those things.
Okay. That's I like it. We'll have to definitely talk about that one moving forward. But congratulations, man. It's not why I think at some points at times you made it look easy. It's not easy to come out here and win these races, and it dang sure isn't easy to win a championship. So, congratulations, champ. I know that you're going to be a great representation of Goat Locker Racing. We appreciate it. We appreciate your family that tunes in each and every week. And we look forward to racing with you long into the future. But enjoy the short off season. The championship hardware will be on the way shortly, my friend.
All right, man.
All right, Tanner. Anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs, sponsors?
I'd like to thank y'all most definitely. Everything y'all do, amazing people at Goat Locker. Probably the best league I've probably ever been in. I'd like to thank mom and dad and grandparents. Um, my brother. Sad that he couldn't make it today, but that's pretty much it.
Outstanding, man. We'll get out there and celebrate, and make sure when that hardware shows up, you shoot us a picture of it. All right, brother.
All right, I will.
All right, man. Take care, champ. He does. He needs more energy.
Maybe he just wore out. Maybe he's tired. I mean, I don't know why a 14-year-old would be tired, but
Yeah, you never
I don't
know.
maybe he's tired from running so hard. It's probably exhausting.
That that could be. But I agree with you. But no, I mean, like I said, and I told him, I mean, sometimes I think he makes it look easy, but this is not easy. To get out here and race the way that he has raced and be able to win as many times as he has, he has a real understanding of what that car is doing, what these tracks are doing, what his tires are doing. You can definitely tell, and we've talked about it a couple times. He's a student of this game. He understands racecraft.
Oh, for sure.
So, but yeah, congratulations to him. I think that's awesome. I bet you the trophy that he gets is going to be the coolest thing he's ever gotten in his life. He's gonna go. He's gonna take it to school. He's gonna
He
show it off
should.
to his friends.
He
It's good.
should.
It's gonna be awesome.
He should walk around with it 24/7.
Our results here tonight from the Veterans for Life Foundation Late Model Stock Series at Five Flags. Tanner Bethea brings home his 9th win of the season. Bobby Tremaine comes home in second with an outstanding interview. One of the best ones we've had all year.
For sure.
Thanks, Jamie. Cameron Mason comes home in third position. Doug Ellingson, out of nowhere, I didn't even realize this finishes fourth. Congratulations, Doug. Great finish to your season as well. John Anthony in fifth. Wesley Lynch in sixth. Clint Walker in a heartbreaker comes home in seventh. Chance Taylor in eighth. Jake Ellingson ninth. Jamie Perkins couldn't keep the sheet metal straight on that car for nothing. We thought he would, but he didn't.
They did for 40 laps, so I'm gonna count that as a win.
Okay, fair enough. And then Patrick Dixon brings it home in 11. So that wraps it up for us here. Any kind of final thoughts there, Jamie?
No, I mean, very good race tonight. Turned out to have a lot of drama, a lot of green flag racing. We saw some comers and goers. So throw to death with this race tonight. Overall, it's been a really good season for these guys. Kind of sad that it's over. Kind of glad that it's over. We got a bunch of new things coming up. So this week, kind of looking forward to getting this week done so we can move forward with some of these other things we got going.
100% agree with you there, Jamie. But everybody, thanks to everybody that tuned in all season long. It's been awesome. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night on the V Speed Network or NASR 360.
Nazareth,
As Goat Locker Racing's own Jamie Barkus is going to go fight for a championship tomorrow at Phoenix International Speedway in the Next Gen Series. Be sure to tune in, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, we have the Truck Series Championship. And that goes off at 9 p.m. from Las Vegas Motor Speed, where I'll be fighting for a championship. So We do truly appreciate everybody's love and support. We really appreciate the support of our sponsors and donors: Veterans for Life Foundation, Jam Printing and Promotions, Cruising Classics out of Columbus, Ohio, and then just recently we've brought Redbeard Design back on board and been doing a lot of great work for us. But stay tuned. Stay tuned to our social media channels. Again, find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, you name it. We're there. Be sure to tune in and give us a like, give us a share. A lot of big news and announcements coming about next season, new sponsorships, all kinds of cool stuff. So please stay tuned in, and we'll see you on track tomorrow night. Take care.